You're listening to Country Music Junkies, hosted by Patrice Whiffen. This week on Country Music Junkies, I'm pumped to be chatting with Lainey Wilson. Lainey, how's it going?
Oh, girl, I'm doing so good. I'm excited to be talking to you.
I'm very pumped to be chatting with you as well. This is so exciting. I am obsessed with your record, and I am so excited for fans to learn a little bit more about you and get as obsessed with your music as, you know, the rest of us in the country music world are. So I want to first start off by sort of introducing our listeners to your style, your sound. It's very raw, it's very authentic, and it's very country, but how would you describe it?
You know what? The best way for me to describe it is this term that we kind of coined. It's called bell-bottom country.
Love
And
that.
the best way for me to describe bell-bottom country is really country with a flair. You know, I'm a sucker for everything throwback. I mean, whether that's music or clothes, whatever it is, I feel like things that are throwback, you know, kind of come with a good story, and I'm a sucker for a dang good story. So really and truly, bell-bottom country, fresh but familiar, that's how I would describe it.
I love that. Now, what sort of influences, as far as the country music world goes, who are some of your influences growing up, and who kind of inspired you to get into this genre?
Absolutely. Yeah, so, you know, I grew up in northeast Louisiana. I'm from a town of like 300 people, a little town called Baskin, if you've ever heard of Monroe, Duck Dynasty, that area. And country music for me growing up was really, it was more than just a genre of music. It was a lifestyle. I mean, it's literally what we just breathed. It's what we talked about. It's like what we would crank up when I was riding the tractor with my daddy. It was seriously our life. So I was surrounded by it day in and day out. But a few of the artists that I can really remember being a huge influence for me are, you know, definitely 90s country, you know, like the Tim McGraw, Shania Twain, Faith Hill, but also people like Dolly Parton. You know, Dolly has been a huge influence of mine, not just, you know, musically, but also just who she is as a person and what she stands for, and I look up to her in so many ways. So it's a little bit of everybody, and then you go back as far as, you know, Hank Williams, Buck Owens, Bob Seger, a little bit of everything.
That's amazing, and you've picked some incredibly talented musicians to sort of be influenced by, and I mean definitely into the kind of throwback country as well. You mentioned earlier that you're telling a lot of stories, and I think that's kind of what this whole record, Saying What I'm Thinking, is all about. I want to first talk about the title track and why you decided to pick that as the title for this album.
Yeah, so we picked Saying What I'm Thinking because, to be honest with you, I've been saying what I'm thinking my whole life. I mean, even when I was a little girl, my family wanted to put a muzzle on me. They were like, oh my gosh, Lainey, come on now. But yeah, I figured, you know what? I've been saying what I'm thinking my whole life, so let's name the record that. And it really made it this like cool process because we decided exactly what was going on the record based off of the question, is it saying what I'm thinking? So whether it was Things a Man Ought to Know, or Dirty Looks, or WWDD, or Neon Diamonds, you know, we asked ourselves the question, is this saying what I'm thinking? And if it wasn't, it didn't make the record. So that's kind of what we based it on. And, you know, I mean, the title track in general is just about being honest with yourself and being honest with the people around you. And I feel like that's a really good foundation for me to kind of start off on.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned Things a Man Ought to Know. That's your current single at country radio that is climbing the charts and doing so well. And I think most women out there can definitely relate to that tune. Why did you want that to be the debut kind of single and introduction for fans?
Yeah. So the song Things a Man Ought to Know to me is like so true to my core. I'm talking about who I am, what I believe in, how I was raised. And I'm so glad that this was the song that kind of organically raised its hand. You know, we had put it out. This is the song people were talking about. This is the song that people were requesting. This was a song that just kept raising its hand. And I'm so glad to be able to, you know, for this to be my first song that's really kind of like my introduction to country music, because it really is who I am and what I believe.
Now, you probably won't be playing many live shows anytime soon, I know, or at least up in Canada, we have kind of no live music at the moment, which is so sad. But when we do open up and things are back to the new normal, as they keep saying, what are you most looking forward to performing live?
Oh, my goodness. That's a hard one, but I think I'm looking forward to playing pipe, because pipe on the record already kind of has this live feel to it, you know, just like a full band.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be fun. I mean, it's technically considered my redneck rule book. So, you know, I just want to get up there and have a dang good time, and I want to make sure that everybody else has a good time too. And I feel like that song right there could bridge the gap.
I love that. Now, Lainey, if fans want to connect with you, where's the best place for them to go?
If you want to stay connected, I'm literally everywhere on social media, on Instagram, Lainey Wilson Music. I'm on TikTok. I've been a TikToking girl.
Love that.
I'm literally like, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook, LaineyWilson.com. I love staying connected to my people, so y'all be sure to find me.
Love it. Thank you so much, Lainey. Looking forward to seeing you in person real soon, and enjoy the rest of your week.
You too, girl. Have a good one.